All right, what's up, everybody? We are back for another episode of the Bean Dip Podcast. Right here, just me and my kitty. My girlfriend's out to work; she'll be back soon. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Damn, bro. I got a new jacket recently. Just feels so fucking good to wear. Shout out to Ben Davis. Probably one of the first things I ever bought from Ben Davis. Badass jacket. Shout out to the Santa Fe Springs swap meet. Been working there, and hey, shout out to the spot, dude, that I'm working at. And if you guys wanna, check them out, they do custom work and all that. And if you ever want to go to the Santa Fe Springs swap meet, you could check me out there. But the place, the little independent company that it is, they're called Los Charms. And I believe that's what it is on their Instagram too. I'll put it in the description anyway, but yeah, dude, check them out, follow them, and hey, see what you could get, man. They make those custom shirts, sweaters, anything you want. Yeah, dude. Shit, bro. So I have been. Well, let's say this. Let me just come out and say it. I've been super inspired to write a comic book, okay? I've always had this idea to write a comic book. I have characters down, but I never took the initiative to get it started. Okay? And just yesterday, and pretty much the day before, I was like really feeling motivated to like get this going, you know what I mean? And because I fucking love superhero shit, okay? And I'll get more into that later, but I've been wanting to do this. And so yesterday, as silly and simple as what I've got started looks, at least I have it started, okay? And I'm going to keep on revising it until I'm like happy with it. But yeah, man, I'm just glad I started it. I don't know if I want to give any details away about it right now. I don't even know if I want to give my hero's name away. Not, you know what? It's such a stupid reason why. Like, I'm just afraid of copycats. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would rather it come out, on its own, or because here's what I was thinking. Like, maybe what I can do is, get the comic. Because what I'm thinking, instead of it being issues, I would like to do a graphic novel, right? So that's just one whole book, right? Where issues would be like mini stories within a big story, okay? And you get like parts of the story in little magazines. But I think I'm shooting for the thing is like I have a lot of characters. Okay? Well, I want to say I have at least 7 characters, 2 heroes, and probably like 5 villains, right? So the thing is like if it comes to a graphic novel, I'm gonna have to condense all my characters and their stories and arcs and all that into one story and somehow mesh it with the super. So I probably am gonna end up having to do like issues, I guess, where it's like one story per villain, I guess you can say. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I've started, okay? I've started, and that's as far as I can say. And I'm pretty stoked about it. And I think what I'm thinking is like hopefully I could get it published. And you know what? Maybe my own comic books can also be something that I like, that's part of my merch. You know what I mean? Because I want to create another universe, right? And like, look, bear with me, guys, because so DC, Marvel, right? And I'm sure there's a whole lot of other comic books that, whatever. But the thing is like one of my main issues with what's going on today is having all our traditional, heroes be modernized in the way where they have to be diverse, right? Like, look, I get it, everything when everything's just all white people, it's not good. It's never good. Okay, sorry, white people. Maybe in fucking like Eastern Europe, in Europe, well, who the fuck knows? I have no idea. But in America, I guess whenever everything's just all white, it's just not good. Okay. I don't mean to say that. I have white friends, love you guys, but there needs to be a little bit of something in there as well. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to the human experience, when it comes to struggling, strife, living in poverty. I know some white people are there, but majority, you got to give it to the colored folk, if you know what I'm saying. The Mexicans, the blacks, Asians, these, people that have, had to fucking fight their way in the system and in order to survive, So I think that's where, like, what I'm thinking, where I'm coming from, whereas like my characters are going to be predominantly Latino, some black, Asian, and I'm thinking about a white character as well. You know what I mean? Because obviously I'm not closed off to like just fuck races. You know what I mean? But growing up, you know what I mean? I want to see a Mexican superhero. You know what I mean? And I don't want him to be like a hero that's on the side. Like he's out of all the heroes, he's just a sidekick, right? No, I want the Mexican guy to be basically Superman, right? Or Batman, right? He's the main one, in my world. So it's going to be like it's going to be in a Latino community. The one thing I'm wondering about is like, you see, like in like Batman, Superman, and some of the they're based in New York, right? So it's a big ass city. It's a big ass city. I'm thinking about having mine in Los Angeles. Now I won't call it Los Angeles, but the thing about Los Angeles is mostly the downtown is like a city, right? Everything outside of that is neighborhoods. So it's gonna be very. I feel like the characters in my story are gonna be more intimate, like just as intimate as they are, say, with Batman's rogue gallery, his villains. Like, not necessarily they inspired each other to begin, but they're all from the same neighborhood. They see each. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a constant battle. But I started it, and that's the one thing I'm happy about. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna take my time and let it happen. I remember before I wrote like a short story on my laptop, and I probably had the first half of it great, and then it kind of dropped off. Never had it published, but yeah, I want to do it. I want to make a comic book, and I feel like I have some really strong ideas. And yeah, I mean, let's see what it actually means for me in the future. The funny thing about like all this superhero stuff is like why do I fucking gravitate towards that shit so much? You know what I mean? Like I can watch videos, like 20-minute videos of dudes breaking down comic book stories or like characters and their abilities or their origin. Like I literally just got done watching a 10-minute video of the way Superman should be portrayed in movies, right? I talked about it last week where James Gunn took over DC and the productions of the movies and what they're going to be putting out. And the guy that was talking about Superman, he was saying that basically like the last Superman with Henry Cavill, is it Canville or Cavill? I think it's Cavill. Um, his Superman was a little bit too cynical and kind of lonerish, drifter, you know, where Superman's supposed to be like, he's like the hall monitor, right? He's like the hall monitor of school. I mean, in my school we never had hall monitors, but like in TV shows, right? They show hall monitors like they're I don't want to say nerds, but they're what word am I looking for? Like they're just into the system. If I don't know if that you understand what I'm talking about, right? Like basically the hall monitor would be the cop, right? That's what I'm saying. Like he's not necessarily the cop, but Superman represents the system, right? He represents America and its and the dream, right? The American dream, and you know, kind of having this like this head on your shoulders, like you know what right and wrong is, and I don't know, but I liked his explanation of the way Superman should be portrayed, and like you know, I'm honestly excited for what DC will be putting out this next year and years to come. But I trip out on myself because it's like, bro, why do I gravitate towards this kind of content so much? Superheroes, the history of them, just all these little stories, and I'm wondering if really what it means is so. Okay, let me just say it. I'm wondering if it really what it means is that like I actually, or maybe subconsciously, believe in good and evil, right? Because I hardly ever like think about that kind of narrative, good and evil, who's bad, who's good, God, Satan, this and that, right? Because for me, I always feel like good and evil is kind of subjective, right? What say there's colonies, I have my colony and there's another colony. What's good for me might be bad for them, right? And what's bad for them might be good for me. So then what that means is I would be evil to them. I would be evil to that colony, you know, and that colony would be, so that's the thing, that how I think about good and evil, that it's subjective, you know what I mean? Obviously there's murder, there's things that happen in life that like everybody can agree on, right? Like torturing people, that's fucked up. But then there's like nuances, right? There's details that you might need to know. Like nobody really deserves to be tortured. But say for instance, in a hypothetical situation, let's just say somebody got a hold of your family member, right? And tortured them to the point of death, right? And you just somehow are able to stumble upon them. Like maybe you were at a Walmart, you had to use the restroom, and you chose the stall that the killer was taking a shit in, right? And you're like, oh my God, I got this motherfucker with his pants down, right? Literally, okay? And then possibly, you know, and then you want to torture him. Some might say you're justified. Some would be understanding. You know what I mean? But still, that's what I'm wondering. Subconsciously, whether I'm thinking about it or not, do I adhere to the good and evil narrative, or good versus evil, that kind of thing? And I really don't know. If it's subconscious, if it's my subconscious that's like reacting that way, I don't know how to. That's like, I think when it comes to the subconscious and the subconsciousness and you trying to change that might have to be something that takes years, right? Years. Because I don't even know how do you, the consciousness is your own, you being conscious, you're awake. You know, the subconscious is just like thoughts that are happening in your head that you're not even knowing that's happening, right? There are things happening in your brain about you that you don't really know are happening. It's weird, I guess. I don't know. I'm not that good at talking about this shit, okay, guys? But yeah, man, like it's a trip, dude, and I just feel like I nerd out on it way too hard, right? I'm fucking 30. I'm about to be 33, and I just got done watching Constantine, the House of Mystery. You know, it's three like short stories of comic books, and they're all cartoons, you know, and that's the worst of it too, right? Like, I mean, is that bad of me, guys? Like, I don't know, maybe you guys, cause what age did you guys give up cartoons? You know, cause I thought I did give up cartoons, but no, bro, I didn't. I still, in a weird way, enjoy cartoons. I can't escape it. You know, I want to be older, adult person, you know, but I'm still like, oh, fuck that shit. I like cartoons. I like smoking weed. I like not giving a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching, you know, I've seen it before, but with my girlfriend, we were watching American Me. And, you know, so that American Me is supposed to be from the 40s, I believe, that runs possibly into the late 70s, maybe early 80s. And, bro, I can't say for a fact that, but based on the movie, dude, there was a shitload of rape that happened back in the day. Not just to women, to men. Men were raping each other. And I know it happens to this day still, but like, and I was thinking, I was like, damn, bro. I think this is why cartoons are a good thing. You know what I mean? Instead of you being like a 8-year-old growing up to the news, watching the war from across the world, your dad being an alcoholic, you know what and there's no cartoons. You're forced to read like novels. Like, bro, we're as little kids, we were growing up too quick back then, right? Way too quick. And I think cartoons may have like played a role in society. You know? I mean, I'm sure there's always cartoons in newspapers, but when you see them animated on television with adult themes or, you know, like real world scenarios, it's a trip. It's more than watching, because when you see something live action, it's almost like hitting you in a different way, right? Like when it's live action, you're looking for the realism. You're looking for to connect the dots. Like, oh yeah, that you know, that does seem blah blah blah. But when it's a cartoon is almost like a parody reflection of ourselves, right? Of the world. So when you're watching it, it's like, whoa, like, you know, you're watching maybe like an aspect of humans in a scene of and it shocks you sometimes, like, oh shit, we humans do that. You see what I'm saying? You don't really necessarily think about it the same way. But I trip out on myself about good and evil, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, what I said before, like, my good not be necessarily be for your good. My evil might not be the same as your, you know what I'm saying? How we view them. I like to think of myself as an agnostic, right? Where I don't really know the truth. I don't really know what life is. You know what I mean? I know what life has, what opportunities lie, what what happens in life, but the nature of reality and, you know, like God and Satan having this like spiritual war for humans. I don't believe in that stuff. I mean, and I'm not going to say, I'm not going to deny it either. Like, I don't know if it's real or not. I just, what's right in front of me, I'm just, whatever's in front of me, that's what I absorb, you know, that's what I take in. So I don't know, man. I just trip out on my, like, I'm I'm going out on a limb right here, but what the fuck, dude? Am I like secretly gay or some shit? Like all these men in tights? You know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly looking at Batman's bulge and Superman's bulge. Like damn, Lois Lane, how the fuck are those hips hanging when fucking Batman is smashing on your ass? You know what I mean? Can you guys do it doggy style? Can you do it missionary? Do you have to be on top? Would Superman's cock shatter the walls of your vagina? I don't know, but those are great questions. Because you know what's crazy? Batman probably fucks like a beast. You know what I'm saying? Batman probably fucks like a beast. So imagine getting fucked by Superman. Dude, you will die. You will bust a nut and explode. So I don't know. It's a weird thing with me. I don't understand what the connection is, why I gravitate towards this content. I mean, it's exciting. You know what I mean? I do like... What do I like? I guess I like violence too, right? There's a lot of violence in these things. I'm trying to think. I like the personal story arcs, how they became who they are, because for the most part, that's what my shit's all about, my comic books. Like, for me, the origin, the background story really matters as to who my characters are. Like, it is with them. It goes, you know what, it matters for me anyway. Like, I don't want to just come up with like a silly design of a hero and then be like, yeah, that's this guy and he da da da. Like, no, I come up with the backstory first and then after, you know, because I think that's for me the funnest thing about it, you know. And it's probably just what it is, just the understanding. And I don't know, I really have, dude, my head was just spinning, dude, with like excitement when I was starting it yesterday. So, you know, just keep up with me. You know, I'll be talking about it on and off, you know, throughout these episodes. And, you know, hopefully eventually, like I said, I get it published and I can sell it on my own at my shows or something, you know? That would be amazing. Would be amazing. Hell yes, hell yes. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be going to like I don't know if it's like a show or an open mic. I think it's both. I'm going to one today called I think it's called My Gym. In LA, address 6006 Pico Avenue, Los Angeles. My homie, he joined the army. He's in Texas. He came out here, and he's gonna be coming through soon. So he'll probably be here after this episode is done. And then yeah, I'll probably just be partying it up. Dude, I had this fucking massive ass pimple on like right below my right nostril. Not in the middle, to the right of it a little bit, but below it. And bro, it was big and it hurt. You know what I mean? Like, my pimple, dude, it looked like my pimple was a Klux Klansman. Okay, like he had his white little hoodie on and he was just fucking shit up right on my face. You know? This dude was trying to segregate his fucking self from my skin, and I had to pop the little fucker's head, dude. You gotta pop pimples, man. I'm sorry, dude. My girlfriend, she doesn't like popping her pimples. She says it scars, but I'm sorry, dude. Who doesn't pop a pimple? You just let that sucker ride all day? It's so weird, bro. Like, I think having a pimple on your face, the weird thing about, like, so there's things about being human, right, that we can't all fully share with each other, right? Like, you're not about to, somebody that you don't really know too well, you're not going to be farting it up in front of them, right? You're not going to be taking shits in their house. Maybe you might, who knows? But there's some, like, specific things about being human that you just don't share right away, right? And I think that's the same thing with having a pimple. Like, just having a pimple on your face just shows that, like, yes, you're human, but it's a side of humanity that nobody likes to see, right? Like, let me just give you an example. Look, I think having a pimple on your face and not popping it, it's just right there, whitehead, you know, Klux, Klansman and everything. It's worse than shitting your pants. I think it's worse than shitting in your pants, because at least with shitting in your pants, nobody knows, only you know. It might stink up a little bit, say you try to hide the fact, and look, all you do, as soon as you shit your pants, like, holy shit, I gotta dip. Or who knows, maybe you just throw away your underwear. You know what I mean? Like, it's an inconvenience, but nobody knows, right? That's why there's, like, this talk of people wanting to wear diapers, because you could just shit while you're having a conversation instead of having to be on the phone, right? You just talk to somebody, they're wondering why your face is turning red, and you're just like, don't worry about it. I'm fine. You know? It's worse, dude. If you have a pimple on your face, doesn't matter where, and it's a big white motherfucker, I guarantee you the person you're talking with is not paying attention at all to what you're saying. They're looking at that fucking pimple thing on your fucking face, okay? That target, like, if you have a pimple on your face, there is nothing else. There's the universe and your pimple. That's it. You need to pop it. Look, I would rather have the bruised red mark, okay, than the milky substance that's hardened under a layer of skin. No, I'm not doing it. It's too much, bro. I had to pop the pimple. I mean, you guys let me know. What's worse? You know, going out into public with a huge ass pimple on your face. Doesn't matter where. You can choose wherever. It could be on your chin, your nose, your forehead, your fucking cheek. It doesn't matter. But if you got a fat pimple with the fucking whitehead, I think on your face, I think it's worse than shitting your pants in public. Unless, here's unless. Unless when you shit, you know how sometimes when you shit, it's like you shit, oh, a little goes out, and then, oh, fuck, I fucked up. And it's like just like a little wet shit mark on your pants, right? But if you just straight up unload, if you just shit your fucking pants, if you just relieve yourself completely, I think that's worse, okay? I think that's hella worse, dude. Because that shit is going to be sliding down your leg. It's going to fall to the floor. You're not going to be able to sit down anywhere. It's going to be a wreck, okay? It's just going to be fucking bad. You know what I mean? So, I do have... basically the the medium I'm giving, I guess, is that when you shit your pants, it's not dramatic. Yeah, you accidentally shot out a little piece of poop. Fuck it. I just need to go throw my underwear away. Whatever. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna fucking just straight up unload in your pants, dude, that's like popping a pimple in front of people. Like, say you're at a party and you're like, hey, everybody, just put, no, that's, and if anything, you know what? At least the person who pops the pimple in front of the crowd, at least it'll be a talking point and it'll be like, oh my, it'd be hilarious, right? Maybe it'd be fucking gross, but if somebody shit their, I don't know, that would be fucking hilarious too. The only thing, the person that shit their pants would not have a good time. So I know it's a little bit of a confusing debate, but what do you think is worse? Having just this huge ass unpopped pimple full of white pus on your fucking face, or shitting your pants in public? Look, honestly, I say it's worse to have a fucking pimple unpopped on your face. I'll shit my pants. I'm like, oh fuck. Take my underwear off in the bathroom, throw them out, I'm good. You guys know my stance, all right? I popped that motherfucker off my face. I was like, fuck no, bro. This ain't happening today, dog. You know what I mean? You're gonna look at me for me, who I am. You're not gonna look at the surface of my skin, right? Don't judge a book by its fucking cover, dog. And I know once I got that pimple on my face, you're just gonna be like, fuck this fool. I don't know who he is, right? You might know who I am, but because of that pimple, you're gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy? You know what I mean? I recently got a bong. By the way, look, I've had bongs in the past, but the way I feel about it now is like, dude, honestly, bongs are king, dude. They are number one in my book, okay? You think, look, some people, I used to think that like fucking, only smoking out of a pipe, say, you know, you smoke bowls out of a pipe or whatever. I felt like just doing that conserves weed. But fuck no, bro. If you smoke out of a bong, dude, I think you conserve way more, because with a pipe, you kind of have to pipe. It's just not that great, bro. It's just not, I don't even want to get into it, but bongs are just better. One of my homies, you know, he always smokes blunts or joints, and we're always rolling. And I hit him up with my bong, and this was like, damn, bro, like, I gotta get myself one. Bro, homeboy, it was like he never smoked out of a bong before, but now this dude never coughs, okay? Whenever we smoke, I'm always like way more fucked up than he is. But this time he was like, I was about to give him another hit off the bong, like it was gonna be his third one. He's like, I think I need to take a break, G. You know what I mean? Like, so peeps, fuck the pipe, get a bong. Get a motherfucking bong, okay? Yeah.
Oh, man, dude.
I didn't eat Chinese food today. I actually had to fight that off. It was weird, you know? Because it's around the block. I don't have to cook. It's right there, right? But I was like, you know what? I really got to try. I'm going to the supermarket. And I went to the supermarket. And yeah, I got some food, but I also got like a little sandwich that I can munch. And it came with a soda. It was a sandwich with some chips and a soda, okay? And normally, I don't really eat like that anymore, okay? I mean, the sandwich is good, but the chips and soda, I just don't typically do it. But for me, the most thing that like kind of fucks me up, and it's so weird about me, I'm kind of complicated that way, that I just hate drinking soda. right? I just do, dude. It's just not good for you. It's too much sugar. You know, it's just like it's a can of bad shit, right? And it's weird because like as I was thinking these thoughts, as I'm feeling shame and guilt as I'm drinking a Coke, you know what I mean? Like a part of me was thinking like, bro, why the fuck are you like so anal about drinking soda? You've taken drugs, you know what I mean? You drink alcohol and beer. I mean, look, not gonna add. I'll just add weed just for argument's sake, right? You know, you smoke weed. You know, so why not? Why are you being a hypocrite towards soda? You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand why I'm a hypocrite in that way. Like, I'll be like, oh, it's not healthy for you, but let me hit this line of Coke and drink some beer, right? Yeah, like, I'll do a fat line of Coke, you know, but I won't do a 12-ounce can of Coke, right? It's not good for you. And that's the weird thing about it, you know what I mean? Like, it's so funny because I feel like if most of us said out loud what we believe or really acknowledge what we believe and see like the hypocrisy in it, you're going to be like, what am I doing, right? I mean, this doesn't mean that I'm going to drink soda more often. No, it does not mean that. I'm just seeing the fallacy in my point of view. I don't know. But I was just like, dude, like, don't be a hypocrite, bro. You know what I mean? Like, soda's not that crazy. You know what I mean? If you're drinking fucking like, I don't know, if you're drinking 40 ounces or 40 plus ounces of soda a day, I think that's bad. I think it's bad even if you're drinking 12 ounces a day. You don't need to be drinking soda every day. You know what I mean? I drink alcohol, but I don't drink alcohol every day. You know? I smoke weed every day. So you could hold that against me, but other than that, like the shit that's really gonna fuck you up. Cause I mean, dude, it's so easy to get diabetes. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be pre-diabetic and then you have to start worrying about your blood sugar and fuck no, dog. You know what I mean? Like, and look, I'm not trying to be a fucking decrepit old man where people need to take care of me. I want to be decent, you know what I mean? Where I could like handle myself. So I drink my water, yo. I drink that motherfucking H2O, okay? You guys got to. I know it's boring. I know it's bland. But you gotta bust that shit, all right? It'll make your piss smell better. You'll shit better. Your stomach won't hurt as much. You gotta do it, man. It's good for your skin too, dog. Like, that soda shit. Look, let me just say this. Soda's overrated, yo. If it wasn't carbonated, I don't think any of us would be drinking that shit, okay? The carbonation is where it's at. Cause look, I don't mind at all drinking like carbonated water, club soda. Fire as fuck, okay? Bomb as fuck. And maybe I think that's what some of you fools who are addicted to soda, that's what you need to drink is club soda, man. It's a lot of sodium, not a lot of sugar. So I don't know. But it's just weird when you're like, you know what I mean? When you call yourself out, you fucking hypocrite. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like one of those Jesus freaks. You know what I mean? I'm trying to preach God, but like at the same time, you're fucking molesting little boys. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense, bro. Like, who are you to say anything, right? I don't know, bro. I'll let you guys hear my bong a little bit. I don't know if you guys heard that. Ooh. But yeah, man, I mean, It was weird. But see, then again, also, like, during the day, like, if it's before 3 o'clock and somebody pops out a beer, I'm probably gonna not drink it. I'm probably gonna be like, oh, too early, right? I'm not about to feel bloated at 1. You know what I mean? Cause beer bloats the shit out of you, dude. That shit does. I'm sorry, dog. I had to give up on the beer. Like, I was getting a beer belly. Like, I don't understand you fucking skinny fucks that don't get beer bellies. You know what I mean? Like, you probably don't eat or some shit, but I don't know. I can't do it. So I had to give up on beer. Like, I'll do it every now and then, but yeah, man. That's just my main shit is weed. You know? I don't know if I'll ever give it up. I don't know. Weed's weird too, though, right? Because, like, before, right? You know, everybody would be like, oh, you know, like if you, back in the day, like, if you're a pothead, I don't know if you guys would say this, but I know with me and my people I talk to, we'd always be like, you know, if everybody smoked weed, the world would be a better place, right? I don't know if you guys remember saying that or even thinking that at one point. But the weird thing is that now everybody is smoking weed, and the world's still fucking crazy, guys. Like, it's still nuts, you know what I mean? Nothing's changed, okay? Like, we are actually pushing the limits of insanity, you know what I mean? Like Bill Hicks' dream, where if everybody was smoking weed, the freeways would be covered with Domino's pizza fucking cars, delivery guys. It's not that way, bro. It is not that way. No way. There's like a race war going on between the Jews, the Nazis, and Kanye West. And I mean, that's kind of... How does that fool get himself mixed up in some shit like that, right? This fool really knows how to promote an album. You know what I mean? Like, there should be like some kind of world wrestling like a WWE event. You know what I mean? Just get like the Jewiest person, the most Naziest person, and Kanye West in a fucking Hell in a Cell match. You know, that'd be sick as fuck. It'd be like Larry David versus Hitler's great-grandchild versus Kanye. You know what I mean? Like, that would be amazing, dude. That would be... Hell yeah, one of the Paul brothers should fucking throw that event, you know? Yeah, dude. And there's people fucking, you know, they want to make reality into a virtual reality. You know what I mean? It's not enough to be human anymore, you know? Like, now we have to be some kind of magical being with angel wings and like a nice set of tits, you know? Like, oh yeah, bro, that's cool, you know? Yeah, dude. Look, to this day, dude, fucking weed is still considered a Schedule I drug. That's the craziest shit to me. You know what I mean? Because, look, I've smoked for over 15 years. And after 15 years of smoking, whenever I got high, I always forgot about my schedule. You know what I mean? Just out the window. I'm just here to get high. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just literally sitting there for hours thinking if I'm high enough or if I should get higher. You know, I'm just smoking. What I'm trying to say is when I'm high, dude, I chill so hard, I'm confused. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just high. You know, yeah, I don't know, man. It's also funny because it's like whenever I'm high and people ask me a question, I always answer it with, huh? What? I probably heard them, but I'm still like, huh? I love fucking smoking weed, yo. I do, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, dude, like, if you had a hard day and you come home, it's 1,000,000 times better to just come home, take a shower, after you're done out of the shower, roll up a joint, and just chill and smoke, dude. You will not believe all the crazy thoughts that you went through will just like evaporate. You will feel it too. It'll just be like it won't, you know, when you're drinking, it's not changing your mind. You know what I mean? You're just kind of like sedating yourself where it's like, ooh, like you can get easily distracted. The thing about like when you smoke weed is you're still mindful of how you were feeling and thinking, but it's just not as intense. You know what I mean? Like you're kind of able to just be like, oh, fuck it, dude, I'm chilling, you know? And that's why I like it. That's why I love it. But yeah. All right, everybody. I think that's it for today. Yeah, I'm chilling till after Christmas, yo. So I got no shows. I mean, I got invited to this show today. But then again, like I said, I don't know if it's technically a show or an open mic. I don't really know what they're doing. I was on the flyer. I posted it up on my IG. But yeah, no shows. Probably, yeah, like after Christmas, I'll probably be going back hard on the, you know, trying to get shows again. And then I'm going to be in the process of starting my show. So look out for that. I'm going to have to be starting a profile for that, like an IG page, so people know what's up. And yeah, just keep on looking out for more stuff to come, guys. And